house was situated in a park. It's a beautiful park, right next to the park. Actually, from my backyard, I can go down a little staircase to the park. And it was awesome because my house, my previous house in Seoul, Korea, the whole town is about buildings, all the stores and all houses. I never seen any green out of town. It's really hard to find the green, but this one, my house was right in the park. And the first morning, at the first place, I woke up in the morning like 5:30 in the morning, and I came to a kitchen to brew new cup of coffee. And the kitchen had, because when I came the previous night, it was so dark, so I couldn't see anything. But in the morning, I realized there was a huge big window on the kitchen, one toward the front green and side window to the side yard. Was beautiful. I never seen such a beautiful house. I mean, it's not that big. Now I can see the house is a small, tiny house, but 30 some years ago, it was big. To me, it was so beautiful, fantastic house. And the first morning, my experience was culminating on at the scene that a small creature, small animal, was staring at me from the other side of the window. And it was a chipmunk. I never seen chipmunk in my life. And chipmunk was staring at Asian guy who brew a new coffee. Probably the chipmunk never seen an Asian guy. So I was so happy to be there. I came on Saturday night, and that morning was Sunday. So my father took me to a church about 1 hour away, and we literally stayed at church until dark and came home. And from Monday, I realized my family member go to work. Their places to work or study, and I left home alone. And I tried to go out of my house. I realized there's no road to walk lane in the road. You need a car. If you don't have a car, you cannot even go out of the house. There will be no walking lane or ramp that I can walk to any place. So I was surprised. In Seoul, Korea, even though it's small and tiny and no green, no trees, I can go anywhere from my house. I can walk 1 hour, 2 hours, no problem. But this beautiful, abundant place, I cannot even get out of my house without car. There was a 7-Eleven about miles away, and I like to walk and buy a beer, but I couldn't. So actually I asked my neighbor, how can I go to the store? And the neighbor said, what? Because she couldn't understand my pronunciation. So I have to write B-E-E-R.
Beer.
Beer. I like to drink beer. I was a 20-year-old guy. So I wrote B-E-E-R, and she told me I have to go to I forgot the name of that store, but it's like AP store. It's about 5 miles away. And she offered me a ride to the store, and I could buy a beer and came back. Okay? So even though it was beautiful and situated in a nice place, I cannot even go out. So to me, American life is having a car. Without car, my American life is nothing. Even though it's American dream, it's a beautiful land, without car I cannot do anything. So I am very obsessed with the car in my 30 and 40s. So I used to have some cars. I tried every different cars possible. Okay? And because of that, my family have some kind of some kind of tradition that I buy a new car when my children become 16 years old. Unlike Korean father or Asian father, they don't want their children to drive because it's dangerous, right? But at 16th birthday, I buy a fancy car. As a poor pastor, still I raise money and I buy a good car to my daughters at their 16th birthday. Michelle, did you get a new car when you were 16 years old?
No,
No.
but I will drive a 15.
15 already? Oh, you didn't get a new car, right? You are driving your folks' car, right? Not even that. Oh. Okay. How about Miguel? In Colombia, you have what kind of tradition you have?
Not really a tradition to that, but I drove my parents' car.
How old were you?
16,
16,
17.
17? Did they buy you a good sports car? Brand new sports
No, I
car?
wish they had.
You should have, right? Anybody who have that brand new Swain, how about you?
Brand new sports car? No.
No? Okay. So, since I could not even go to a 7-Eleven when I came here, so I was obsessed. So I bought my first daughter, Grand Cherokee, brand new Grand Cherokee from Jeep when on her birthday. Okay? Nice, right? And I could raise a little more money when my youngest one become 16-year-old. Do you know what I purchased for? Mercedes-Benz sports car.
What?
What? But that's the first and last car I'm buying to my children. Okay, but that's my choice. That's somehow I'm obsessed having a car when you become adult. Okay, but when I buying the car at their early age, 16-year-old, something can happen any day. I found out few days later, and my first daughter brought the car back, and I somehow opened the car, and there was bottles of wine on the floor. The bottle, not just one bottle, bottles of wine. So I thought it was not consumed yet, but they are all consumed. So I guess at that early age, they, they're friends and they go someplace and they have a dance party, and after dance party, what? Couple of drink, right? A couple of drink, then you continue to drink until you consume all the bottles, right? That's what happened to my daughters. So, but one thing I shared with them when I gave them a new car was driving lessons. So, since they know they are going to get a fancy car, their attitude toward this training was so great. I told them, we're going to a driving lesson with me in 2 hours. They are all ready. They never be show that attitude in their life, but as soon as I told them, be ready for driving lessons, they are already ready and already willing to come and learn. And while I'm teaching them how to drive a car, also it was a good about 2 months of the time, I can share the life value and with them. After they become 17, 18 years old, I never had that quality time with them at all. Somehow they are busy and they don't even listen to me anymore because I don't buy them new car anymore. And somehow they are on their own. But that time, I had wonderful time together, teaching them how to drive and also sharing the life values and what will come on their life. Okay? So I had a wonderful time. And because that driving at that early age is so dangerous, I also shared how to drive. So I give them how to drive a car in defensive mode. So they really drive well. I mean, you really ride their driving, you realize how good they are. They are really good. They are really good. I'm so happy. So why I'm telling this story is because when God created us, God said, it is extremely happy with His creation, and God likes to share something, the most important, most valuable attribute with us. And somebody mentioned that it is autonomy. share it with us. So God gave us free will, and we can do whatever we want. According to Genesis chapter 2, verse 7, it says, Lord God formed man of dust from the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being, according to Genesis. Then God walked with the first human in a very intimate relationship and even asked them to name all those creatures God had created. When the first human named them, it officially became their names, their titles. So God did not even challenge, no, that's not good name whatsoever. When the first human named the animal's name, it became their name officially. God not only allowed them to make their own choices to be in an intimate relationship with God, their creator, but also God commissioned them to be in a partner as building God's kingdom together. It was not done in a fearful way at all. It was not mandated or forced under his power. But God allowed us to make such a choice with our free will in extreme freedom. When the mankind did not use their free will according to God's extreme pleasure, God provided them with the manual how to use the gift well. When you buy an iPad, the iPad comes with what? When you start to open, when you power up, what you see? It starts with the iPad, right? So
Apple.
Apple?
An apple.
Okay, you use the Apple, right? And also it takes the tour how to use the product. Okay? So God when we use our free will, not according to God's extreme pleasure, God provides us with a manual how to use this gift well. We call it the Ten Commandments. As Tim said, today, are you sure this is really related to the receiving Ten Commandments? Oh, okay, good. So God gave us how to use the free will. We call Ten Commandments. They are all about, if you read the Ten Commandments, you go back home and take your Bible in the dust place. I know you have a Bible someplace in your house. Take the Bible out and try to read it. And you will find the Ten Commandments at our page. It's not easy to find the Ten Commandments in the Bible. Do you know where to find the Ten Commandments, Pastor Joshua?
Exodus.
What?
Exodus 20.
Wow. Michelle, what?
Exodus chapter 20.
What is the Exodus?
The second book of the Old
Okay,
Testament.
all right.
So the second page.
Good. Second page?
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
I mean, the Lord's
open-
Prayer,
yeah,
it's,
open, okay. No,
I
it's
think
not
it's the
second.
back.
Anyhow, normal. Please find your Bible, locate your Bible this week. Okay, if you don't have it, download the free Bible app on your smartphone and try to find the Ten Commandments. It's all about how to do relationship with God and with your neighbor. That's all about. Okay, how to do relationship with God and with your neighbors. When the manual was no longer in effect to his people, God told us through many prophets that God will prepare something new so that people shall live happily with their God according to God's original design. According to Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 25 to 28, I read, Then I will sprinkle clean water on you, and you will be clean. I will cleanse you from all your filthiness and from all your idols. Moreover, I will give you a new heart and a new spirit within you. And I will remove the heart of stone from your flesh and give you a heart of flesh. I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and you will be careful to observe my ordinances. So God will give. Since the manual does not work anymore, because people don't read the manual anymore, they put the manual someplace else, maybe under your bed frame, because bed frame does not balance or somewhere. So we do not read the Bible anymore. So God decided to give us a new way of living with God and living with our neighbor. And God decided to give us a new spirit within us. And the verses follow, it will say, you will live in the land that I gave to your forefathers. So you will be my people and I will be your God. The reason God is giving that a new way, a new spirit within us is to make sure God become our God, we become His people. To like to back new relationship with us. So today is the day, Pentecost. Actually, God put new spirit within upon all disciples and 120 people who were praying. When as soon as they received the spirit, they can communicate with God. And also they speaking. How many languages were there? Tim said this morning. 16 languages, 16 dialects. Did you know? Tim preached this morning, and Tim found that there was 16 dialects described in the Bible. So as soon as new spirit comes to us, we can communicate with God, and we can communicate with the new language, so that we can make ourselves understood. We can go into an intimate relationship. The reason we receive the Holy Spirit is to do relationship with God and to do relationship with God. Amen.
Amen.
Let's pray. Oh God,